And what of your own home, friend?
Not good, I'm afraid. The lower floors are entirely submerged.
Are we to be left with nowhere to live at all? What then,
You're about to be made homeless, you say? Ach, come on now. I'm sure it can't be as bad as all that. Crikey.
What is it, Elvis?
Whoa.
An oasis in a desolate desert, Savalon. Place of the first demo. And the second demo too, I'm fairly certain.
Well,
Don't know why it
certainly
lags
looks
here and there
like
like
whoever
that.
took the water crystal came here.
It certainly does.
Alrighty. Best go and have a wee word with the king then, eh?
Is that really such a good idea, Elvis?
Eh? Oh, why would it not be?
Well, he's an important man, and you have a habit of putting your foot in your mouth.
I know exactly what to say to the great and the good, thank you very much. I am the great and the good. Nobility, born and bred.
You're kidding, right? You.
Don't look so surprised. You think I'd never mentioned it before?
You haven't mentioned it before. Do you think I'd forget something like that?
Really? Well, if I didn't, it's because it's not important. We're all the same underneath, eh?
I cannot believe you sometimes.
Don't be like that. But tell you what, I'll let you in on some noble knowledge by way of an apology. Kings, lords, emperors, all those sorts, they deal with more scheming and intrigue on the average day than most folks do in a lifetime, which means they tend to be surrounded by backstabbers and spies. We need to be on our guard.
We need to be on our guard. Adventuring tips 3, ward lights and treats. Have you tried using a ward light yet? It's an item that will prevent monsters from noticing you as you go about your business. But I mean, I can run past them anyway. If I can't get past someone, it's usually because they're freaking blocking an entire hall or something. It's always a good idea to have one in hand in case you end up in a position where another fight might be one too many. I mean, there's another useful type of item you might want to try. Monster treats. When you use one, any fight with a monster of the relevant family will bring more of that monster's friends running, resulting in a string of consecutive battles, so it's good for like grinding and such. Rewards for defeating monsters. Those running battles will be even more generous than usual, so be sure to give it a try. So yeah, that's for grinding and such, I guess. But yeah, they added counters after everyone complained it was too difficult. You blame the general pub. Yeah. People complained the game was too difficult in the first demo, and then they added counters. So somewhere between the development of the first and second demos, they said counters were a good idea. Yep, I mean, hey, at least this world looks cool. There's a side quest over there. What's this again? This is the thing that lets you, oh yeah, that's the wagon that lets you fast travel anywhere. Wagons enable you to travel quickly from one town you've already visited to another. As always, while we're revisiting the places you've been to, you'll also find new quests and items awaiting when you arrive. As more wagon rides are free, so there's no excuse not to seek out the icon and use one, so fast travel's nice. Oh, I like that menu, that's nice. That's nice and charming and stuff. Okay, let's see the party chat. Why does it take so long to open up the party chat? It was instant in the freaking 3DS games. Why is it so hard for... Jings, I'm sweating buckets here. I reckon I'm too old for this game, you know? Nonsense. I don't doubt that Sir Sloan would have crossed the sands with ease. Oh, I didn't mean to complain. Still, a drop or two of rain wouldn't go amiss around these parts, eh? No doubt that the locals would agree with you. I believe the Savalonians say that a drop of rain is more precious than a sapphire. I suppose I don't see too many of them, eh? Aye, whatever. And they're not the only ones, eh? What got into you all of a sudden? Well, I was just thinking about that story sailor boy here told us. Well, when the wind died down, he was out at sea and he got stranded in the doldrums. I bet you'd have given a sapphire or two for a drink of water back then, eh, laddie? Compared to that, I have nothing much to worry about, eh? I suppose it is important to try and put things into perspective sometimes. Aye, that it is, your highness. That it is. Alrighty, well... Yeah, enjoy the difficulty in the first demo, second demo, not so much. I mean, I never grinded in the first demo, so it was probably harder then. like it would have been had I grinded or something like that. I still can't find an MP battery like in the first time. I don't even know what an MP battery is. But yeah, at least we still have triangle strategy. Yeah, I hope that turns out well. I mean, this game could just turn a 180 and turn out to be like... I do hope that this story winds up being good, but I'm definitely not super impressed by the gameplay so far. Like, I don't know what to think of the story yet. I don't think we have enough, like, time in this game to have a good impression of the story yet. Music is freaking... Holy goodness, this music's so good. The music of this game is absolutely fantastic. I'll turn on my camera so you can see, like, the peak. But the gameplay... Oh, man. And Hawks, you're gonna sleep. Have a good stream. As good as it can be. I appreciate it, Hawks. And really hope that Triangle Strategy is renamed to Tactics Ogre Scales of Conviction. It'd be very interesting. Oh, we can buy some tents and stuff. Oh, I need to go to the inn because, like, I'm still dead and stuff. Oh, that's interesting. That's the freaking examine skill of Freelancer, except a consumable item. Wait, but if they have item counter, you can freaking examine them and die for examining them. Well, we'll pick up a bunch and see what happens, I guess. And then we can have like a secondary. Then we don't need to have Freelancer around to examine bosses. I do like. Yeah, that's a. Yeah, I mean. I do like the idea of the magnifying glass. That means that you don't need to have like Freelancer, somebody's secondary job, to still be able to examine bosses and stuff. But like, I don't have any of these, so I'll just like pick up a few. That's what we'll do. Yeah, sure. Whoop, no. Gosh darn it. Are these like the freaking bomb items and stuff? Deals dagger type damage to all enemies, huh? Yeah, I'll pick up a few of each of these. I mean, it might not actually be a bad idea to stock up on a bunch of thingamabobs, you know. Okay, sure. Consumable weapons. I think that there are... I have 4 of these already? What? Those existed in at least Bravely Second. I don't remember if they did in default. Yeah, apparently. But what is Monk good at? Apparently Monk is good at spears? Lances and stuff? 59. Oh yeah, the freaking, there's the whole weight limit and it's like overloaded and then freaking all your stats suck. I mean, sure. Can we double staff it with him or something? Sure, we're gonna, that's what we're gonna do. Like, that's as much as we're gonna do of that, I think. Forgot there's an equip burden. If there's no stabs, then spears. I mean, there's stabs, but it's meant for, like, magical kind of doodles. Cruiser counts as monk weapons in D&D 5e, so it makes sense to you. Well. No matter what my defense, freaking everything destroys me anyway. Well, I think we've spent enough stuff right now anyway. So, like... Let's see here. Is there a benefit from double staffing it on Elvis? Yeah, that's two-handed. I like the look of the mithril staff at least. Look at that. That's kind of cool looking. Let's see here. If we... Nope, we'd be overloaded. Can't do that. Nope. Like, one of the coolest things about Bravely Default in Second is that you could, like, customize things in both hands. But this game is like, okay, you can do that, but if you're overloaded, you just sick. Essentially. Hi, Silly Doki, you want up there? Apparently so. You can lie down and relax, it's okay. I'll adjust the Doki cam properly in a hot second here. So... Like, there's a chance of being targeted stat? And an aim stat. Huh, physical attack would go down, I guess from like two-handing the thingamabob. Really? The staff overloads? Okay, well. Well. Okay, Dogi's settling down now. Let's go to the inn. If I remember from the demo, I believe it's over here. Excuse me? The inn is over here and these guys are blocking it. What? Gotta go the long way, but like, why? But why? Why not? I don't understand. Oh, by the way, make sure Adele's not wearing a shield because it counts as one-handed for barehandedness, and not being barehanded for monks, which is dumb. Jeebus. Well, I guess we'll go through a thing over here. I'd rather heal for. I love how the music just suddenly cuts before cutscenes. Why doesn't it fade out?
Where is Lord Bernard?
Oh, we did this in the second demo.
Hey, folks!
Hey, folks!
First of all, I want to say what a huge pleasure
It is to have so many of you with us today. Thanks for coming out.
Is that Orpheus? The bard? Never mind your thanks.
Orpheus is gonna ask you whether you want the red pill or the blue pill.
People are saying it is Lord Bernard's fault. That the waterways he dug beneath the city are the cause of the floods. Is this true?
Mr. Orpheus, sir, could you please ask Lord Bernard to come and address the crowd? We simply wish to know the truth of the situation. Surely he owes us.
Why are you yelling? He's like 5 feet in front of you.
Truth, eh?
Wow, that's a big one. But what is truth? Really?
Less of the theatrics. Just go and get him, will you? We will not be fobbed off with an appearance from one of his lackeys. Here, here!
Here!
I
Hate to be the bearer of bad news, folks, but Lord Bernard can't be with us today. Look, I can see you guys are pretty unhappy. It doesn't take an empathetic genius to sniff the discontentment on the wind. Oh, I mistimed it. How about I sing a little something to put your minds at ease? It's a future classic, I promise. I call this one Wrecking Ball.
She's the jewel of the desert, the city in the sand. She's pretty and pleasant, and her people, they are grand. Come on, smile and be happy, my June-dwelling friends, because the hard times you're suffering from, they're coming to an end. Oh, my heart goes out to all of you, and so does my song. Yeah, my heart goes out to all of you. Now please just move along.
He is right. We should return to our homes.
Yes, we must do as the bard says.
But, wait! Where are you all going? What in heaven? Wowies.
Why does his shadow?
They weren't kidding when they said these asterisks.
That reminds me of
were
Luigi
something
from
else.
Luigi's Mansion
I
3
brought
saying,
the house
"Wowie, zowie." But wait, why does his shadow like fade out of existence as it goes?
You're...
Whoa, Princess Gloria, is it really you? Have I even seen you since the Musa days? It is an honor, a pleasure, and a privilege as ever, Your Highness.
Spare me your fawning pretenses. I would prefer an explanation of what you just did to those poor townspeople.
What do you mean? I saw some people in need of a little lift, so I sang them sweets, that's all. Anyway, what brings you to Savalon? Don't tell me they banished you from Musa too. No, wait, Musa got smashed to pieces, right?
Hey, watch your mouth.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry if you're upset, Your Highness. Too soon, I guess? And who might you be?
I'm...
On second thoughts, I don't care.
Wow. You know this guy?
His name is Orpheus. He was Musa's court minstrel. He wormed his way into my father's affections, then began embezzling funds at the earliest opportunity.
Right, that'll get you exiled right enough. Can't say I'm surprised. The fellow's got bad apple written all over him.
I'm standing right here, you know. Look, the life of a groundbreaking artist doesn't come cheap. Honestly, it's so hard being amazing. You still don't get me at all, do you, Your Highness? Some things never change.
Do you really imagine I have the slightest interest in what you think of me after all that's happened? I have far more important things to worry about.
Wow. Tough crowd. Well, I know when I'm not wanted. Time to exit stage right. Come again soon, Your Highness. Thank you, and good night.
That guy's a real piece of work. Don't let him get to you, Gloria.
Oh, I don't intend to. I have neither the time nor the inclination. Now, shall we make our way to the palace?
It doesn't even like fade into this. It just suddenly cuts back in after the... I don't have the word. How do I get over to the freaking... Okay, I guess that way's open now. Oh, you can't loop around, go the long... Wait, maybe you can if you go this way, I think? Okay. I should be able to heal now because now we can make it to the inn, I believe, which is over here. And there's also like the one side quest thingamabob over there. So we'll go ahead and rest. Does it say anywhere like what the cost of resting is at the inn? Because like I heard the sound of paying. Does it really take that long to freaking just update your character's statuses and then 140 it says at the bottom there. 140? It should be like 10 or 20. I have like just over 1,000 pig right now, and it costs 140 to heal? Can you potentially softlock yourself by like not being able to afford to heal? Is that a possibility of this game? Like, but yeah, if it really does get better later on, this game sure has stones throwing its worst at you right at the beginning. Yeah, this game is very much a mixed bag for it. I hope that things turn around. I don't know. I feel some kind of way about it so far. There's apparently a chest in here. Hi. You're gonna be an additional companion like in the demo.
Princess Gloria, it is a great relief to see you safe and well.
I am sorry if I caused you any undue concern, Prince Castor.
Please, there is no need to apologize. If I might ask, what became of you after the fall of your kingdom?
It is rather a long story, I'm afraid.
And so, we find ourselves here today. You believe Savalon's current troubles to have been caused by the water crystal?
I do, and I wondered if your honored father might know anything that could help us in investigating the matter further.
Your Highness, permit me to offer my deepest sympathies for all that has befallen you. Alas, our own realm is currently suffering grave troubles of its own. It saddens me to say this, but we are unable to offer any assistance.
Silence. That is not your decision to make. You must forgive Dromed his presumption. While his official title is that of Record Keeper to the court, he also serves in an unofficial capacity as an advisor. And what he says is not without truth. Our current situation is not a pleasant one. My honored father, the king, his whereabouts are currently unknown.
Goodness! Have you any idea what might have happened to him?
Sadly not. We had thought that he might have been kidnapped, but we have received neither a ransom demand nor contact of any other kind. We have also tried to notify my younger brother, Pollux, but since setting off on his tour of the nations of the world, he remains unreachable. The Council of Elders has been satisfied thus far with our tales of sudden sickness, but it is only a matter of time before they begin asking questions.
I am ever so sorry. I pray with all my heart that he will be returned to you soon.
You are too kind, Princess Gloria. I will confer with the Council on the matter of the water crystal. Perhaps one of the Elders will know something.
That would be great, wouldn't it, Gloria?
You dare interject, servant? Have you no shame?
Oh, you misunderstand, Prince Castor. My friend here is no servant. He is a companion and trusted ally. I owe him my life.
Friend? Companion? A lowly commoner?
Oh, come now, Your Highness. If you continue to insult my comrades, I fear I shall have no choice but to take offense.
Offense? At what? He is a commoner, is he not? I merely call a spade a spade.
Prince Castor.
Forgive me, Your Highness. I spoke out of turn. Now, to return to the matter at hand. Dromed.
The city's various districts began to fill with water at different times, but it seems the trouble first began around 3 years ago.
3 years? And was it not 3 years ago that Musa was attacked? The council will be assembling shortly. We must consult with them on this matter right away. Please, if you would bear with us until then.
Of course, Your Highness.
Forgive the wait, Your Highness. Allow me to introduce Elders Cygnus and Bernard, right honorable members of the council.
Cygnus, Minister of Commerce at your service. A pleasure to make your acquaintance, Princess Gloria.
Bernard, Master of the Gaming Hall. It is an inestimable honor, Your Highness.
Prince Castor informs us that you seek knowledge of the water crystal.
We do indeed. I suspect that it might be the cause of the city having filled up with water. Might you know anything of such a connection?
Alas, the cause is somewhat more prosaic than that, Your Highness. I am afraid my men made a rather critical blunder while digging an underground waterway. In fact, you find us having just emerged from an emergency council meeting on that very subject.
And a very productive meeting it was, too. I must commend you on your ready acceptance of responsibility, Lord Bernard. To have offered to help in righting the mistake is further proof, if such were needed, of your unimpeachable character. This man is no crystal thief, Your Highness. You have my personal guarantee of that.
You honor me, Lady Cygnus.
Now, we must be getting on. The proposed countermeasures will require considerable planning if they are to go ahead. If you will excuse us.
Well, I guess what they're saying makes sense.
Perhaps. But if Bernard's waterways truly are the reason for the flooding, then there is one thing that strikes me as somewhat convenient. The gaming hall, his gaming hall, is one of the few places not afflicted, despite the vast quantities of water it uses.
Perhaps we had better go and take a look.
You will allow me to accompany you, I trust? If one of my subjects truly is connected to the disappearance of your kingdom's treasures, as a friend and ally, I cannot stand idly by.
Your help will be much appreciated, Your Highness.
And besides, I somewhat doubt the ability of this rabble to protect you. You are of noble birth, Lady Gloria. To associate so freely with the lowborn is...
Prince Castor.
Of course, Your Highness. Now is not the time to be casting aspersions on the quality of your companions. I hope you can all forgive me, and that I might prove to be of assistance.
I hope so too, Prince Castor.
All right. Looks like we're headed for the gaming hall.
Prince Castor, is the friendly ghost, is now accompanying the party. Welp. So yeah, we just met the thief dude, who apparently has some kind of BP steel thing where Bob. I despise goblin archers. Target practice. There was an infernal goblin archer giving us palace cards. I had trouble. When you might teach them that lesson, defeat some goblin archers. You get an iron bow for it. Okay. Quest 18. Where the heck was we did like the first tutorial one? What was the other 17? We did 1 and 3 as tutorial things. What were the other 16 then? Or 15, whatever. My oh my, can we slap the prince for classicism? Yeah, whoa. Interesting. Whoa, interesting. Yeah, he's certainly some kind of way. That's what it's called. Beastmaster is the other one. So yeah, we're probably gonna fight Bard, and then Beastmaster, and then Thief. Like, the demo ended at Beastmaster. So yeah, this is directly what we played in the demo. So yeah, it's gonna be... The next asterisks are gonna be freaking Bard, Beastmaster, and then almost certainly Thief next. It's gotta be. Alright, so I guess we're going to the game corner? Except unlike freaking Pokemon, it's not gonna be a cool game corner. Isn't there another quest? There's a few quests, apparently. I mean, why can't you see the quest marker when you're moving? Is it because it's in the build? Cool, yeah. A gift is the best way to show one's affections, yes. Share a tea with your students with Fire Emblem Three Houses. Beautiful seashells can be found along the coast to the south. If you could find any, I would be grateful, and I wish to give my beloved a gift. Collect some pretty seashells. 3. Reward. I love how it shows money, and then the pig, the currency for it, and then at the far right, it's the times 520. Instead of reward all the way on left being 520 pig, like a freaking logical game design would freak. At least he isn't like Fernand from Fire Emblem Echoes, where he's like, the peasants can literally go fuck themselves, we're the only people that matter. I mean, you're not wrong when it comes to Fernand there. Man, it'll be fun to play Echoes on this channel one day after I've... freaking Fates is going to be coming up in the near future, and then once that's done, we'll probably move on to Echoes from there, most likely. It's so sad, a real tragedy that this game is in such a weird mixed state. Book smarts. time to get some hard reads. Young people today have no interest in books. But I just realized I can turn Dogi Camp back on. I'm so used to like not, because it hasn't been on for most of this series, but now we can have it on. But I sadly cannot get enough. There's always something new to learn. Sadly, I have read all that I possess. Please bring me a nice new book. Borrow a book from the boy who likes reading? It's just like a talking trade quest thing? Does it show on the map the boy who likes reading? No? Cool. I totally didn't want it to show that on the map or anything. That'd be silly. But yeah, let's go ahead and check out the party chat here. The Prince and the Paupers. Crikey, these snacks I bought are good. Couldn't help yourself, huh? You're kidding? I can't pass a stall and not buy something. Don't suppose you fancy a skewer, do you, Prince Castor? Credit to your kingdom, I must say. I'd recommend the... Do not presume to speak to me. We are not friends. Hold on, pal. You're the one who has to come along with us. I offered to accompany Princess Gloria. The commoners who trail in her wake are of no interest to me. You know, Elvis isn't actually a commoner. His family's kind of a big deal. Pah! The idea that this man is of any consequence at all is laughable. No person of quality would indulge in filthy street foods. Just looking at him licking his fingers. But you are noble, right, Elvis? How? What does it matter? A connoisseur of tasty treats. That's all you need to know. Now, why don't you just admit that you fancy a nibble, your highness? Heaven only knows how they get this coating so crispy. I don't want a nibble, and certainly not of something you have mauled in such a fashion. Now, please do not bother me again. Prince Castor. Gah, do you not hear what I said? Yeah, going the wrong way. What? Then why did you not tell me so? Yeah, you're one, your highness. Welp. There's that. Seeing Fernand for the first time was interesting to you because his personality is very similar to a Carryophile fancy tactics you despise. And Morris, you'll slap the prince. Well, there's a cutscene in this side quest.
Please, you must help.
You must help.
What's the matter, sir?
The one-eyed creature. It attacked us.
Patchy the pirate?
A one-eyed creature?
I'm sorry.
Yes, I escaped and came to seek help, but my friend is still in danger. Please, you must help him.
We would be glad to. Would we not?
Yeah, of course.
You would?
Just leave it to us. You go tell the city guard about what happened, okay?
Very well, and thank you.
I don't know why the stream just randomly drops frames, especially in cutscenes. Wait, the Harbinger of Calamity, what is this? The freaking prequel to Breath of the Wild. The one-eyed creature attacked us in the desert. I managed to escape, but my friend is still in danger. Someone please help. I love how it shows Pig and then the 680 on the far right. Why can't it just be 680 Pig times 1? And then if there's multiple rewards, it's like Antidote times 2, Ether times 3, 500 Pig times 1, something like that. Why would it? Why is it Pig times 600? Okay. We're going to the game core. What is the marker on the, what's the orange thing on the left? Does that just show like the exit to town? What does the green and blue mean? I don't think this is anything the game has told me. What? One-eyed, one-horned, flying pearl people eater? What? Is this a reference to something? And maybe he just wants me to destroy Ganon? Time to fight Crenando, I guess. Oh, and in the deserts. Stats elements dread. Unable to use brave or default. Well.